Travel expenses for Computex paid for in part by ASRock. Have you seen the ASRock Phantom gaming monitors? Ultra widescreen, regular 2560 by 1440, fast refresh rates, excellent panels for gaming, and we've got full reviews. Be sure to check out ASRock Phantom gaming monitors if you're looking for an affordable monitor upgrade. So what's up with Intel at this Computex? It's actually kind of interesting. I mean, okay, there's the ARM launch thing happening. That's kind of the elephant in the room. But really, no, what's happening with Intel for the launch? Well, Wi-Fi 7, that's happening. And Wi-Fi 7 is 320 megahertz. It's a pretty big wireless upgrade from about 9 gigabit max to about 48, 49 gigabit max on the specification for the new standard, which is called 802.11be. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler, no, that's not right. And so I thought, hey, there's a refresh coming. There's no refresh coming. The Z790 is it. So if there are new CPUs launching later this year, they're going to fit in new Z790 motherboards. And ASRock had the Phantom Gaming line updated for this little bit of a refresh. This is the Z790 Riptide Wi-Fi 7. So this is sort of the premium version of the new stuff with Wi-Fi 7. You got, okay, your fast USB, PCIe 5, and DDR5, 4 DIMMs, a 16+1+1 power phase design. The power delivery on this thing is sort of next level. What's coming? What's coming with the refresh for LGA 1700? We've also got onboard 5 gigabit wired Ethernet. Look at the layout there. Nice. If you need something that's even more premium, there's the Z790 Nova Wi-Fi 7, which has 5 Hyper M.2 PCIe Gen 4 plus 1 Blazing M.2. You have 6 M.2 on this motherboard? Yeah. And the Z790 Lightning Wi-Fi, this is a 16+1+1. This is entry-level enthusiast. We still got a toolless M.2. That's pretty much all you get. You don't get the 5 gigabit Ethernet, but you do get a 2.5 gig killer E3100G. So this is sort of the entry-level super overclocking Intel platform. LGA 1700, you want to run it with a 13900KS. This motherboard should be able to do that. I can't wait to take one of these for a spin. But my curiosity was around Sapphire Rapids, and I did find the ASRock W790 in the wild. A very compelling workstation board from ASRock, the W790WS. This motherboard actually features Thunderbolt on Intel's platform, which is a first for the workstation platforms, which is kind of weird. Why don't we have that? But it's got a very well-engineered power delivery system for the Xeon, so you're going to be able to push the power a little bit. That's kind of the name of the game with Sapphire Rapids. You've also got a lot of connectivity. You got a U.2 Slim SAS connections, Gen 4, yes. You've got your USB type connections, audio, Marvell, Aquantia 10 gigabit LAN plus the i226, which is a 2.5 gigabit LAN. This is also a standard eATX format. That's going to be the differentiating factor for a lot of buyers. It's not SSI EEB or any bit of a larger motherboard. ASRock has done the engineering to make it fit in this configuration. Also, it works with the Blazing Quad M.2. So this is 4 PCIe Gen 5 SSDs on a carrier card, and you can use up to 4 of those per system. PCIe Gen 5 storage is kind of here, it's coming, can't get here fast enough. But this platform has been qualified on the very, very high heat creating, I guess let's call it, M.2s that are available in the market. And that dual fan design is sufficient for keeping all 4 of them cool in a standard system configuration. So that looks like a pretty competent board for 2000 series Xeons, quad channel memory, PCIe 5 connectivity, but I found it on the show floor. That's right, G-Skill. G-Skill was showing off some of their overclockable DDR5, including registered error correcting memory, which goes with Sapphire Rapids. And it turns out that for the world record competition, because those are the same P-cores that are in Alder Lake desktop CPUs, they're using ASRock's W790 motherboard for some of that competition. So G-Skill's refreshing their memory look with the Royal Elite, Gold, and Silver. ASRock's also refreshing the Tai Chi line with the Tai Chi Lite, the Z790 Tai Chi Lite. It's the exact same motherboard, peripherals, everything. It just doesn't have the RGB and heatsink accoutrement. So here's your chance to vote with your wallet. Look at the Z790 Tai Chi and the Z790 Tai Chi Lite and buy the Lite version if it's enough cheaper that, hey, this makes sense. I don't want the RGB features. I don't need the crazy heatsinks because my PCIe 5 SSD is going to come with heatsinks anyway. It's literally the same motherboard, just different decoration, different heatsinks. And you still get VRM heatsinks and everything else. Although now the Phantom gaming line has better power delivery and higher end power delivery, longer life capacitors and everything else. So really pretty interesting stuff happening in the motherboard world. If we're not doing a new CPU, but we're kind of still getting a refresh, it's pretty interesting.